I warmly welcome all of you on behalf of International Association for Quality Education and South Asian International Association for Early Childhood Care and Development for the Speak in English lecture series. And today we'll be going through lecture 13, which is on modal verbs. This lesson has been carefully designed by the President, Mr. Janaka Kamal Goda, the President of International Association for Quality Education and South Asian International Association for Early Childhood Care and Development. And this lesson is presented by me, Mr. Dishant Jagannath, the operational leader of IAFQE and SAIA for ECCD. Nature of the sentence. So, to make a meaningful sentence, we need to have a subject. And here we'll be going through two verbs, which are the modal verb and the main verb. And also the noun and adjective. So, we know that there are four types, which are positive sentence, negative sentence, positive questions, and negative questions. And also we know the subjects. We have first person, second person, and third person narrative, which are I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. So what are modal verbs? They express necessity or possibility. It is used with a main verb to express ideas such as possibility, intention, or necessity, and they do not change their form in a sentence. There are a couple of modal verbs that have been given in this slide. Can, may, might, should, must, would, and could. Can and could express the ability, possibility, or asking or giving permission. Must is used to express a strong necessity or to express that something is very likely to be true. May and might are used to express or ask or give permission. Also, it is used for possibility or express uncertainty. Would is used to refer to the future in the past. Conditional statements, regular occurrences in the past. And should is used to express expectancy or proprietary. So now let's look at each of the modal verbs that we'll be going through this lesson and how and where they'll be used. So can is used for for ability, doubt, astonishment, permission, polite request. May is used for permission, supposition with doubt, if not prohibition. And must, obligation, firm necessity, logical conclusion, probability. Shall, intention, supposition. Will be used for wish, a desire or liking, will, confidence in the future. Should, necessity, advice, blame, recommendation, reproach or regret. Would, wish, polite request, a habit of the past. Might, a polite request. Could, to indicate possibility, a polite request. Let's look at the structure of the positive sentence. The positive sentence goes by subject plus the modal verb followed by the main verb. So the two verbs are modal verbs and the main verb. And usually the main verb, modal verb, comes before the main verb. I can come at 9 p.m. Can is the modal verb and come is the main verb. You should complete your homework by evening. Should is the modal verb. Complete is the main verb. Nimal may come tonight. May is the modal verb, and as we saw earlier, come is the main verb. Now, when I say I can come at 9 p.m., it is a possibility, it is not sure. That means I can, or sometimes I may not be able to make it. But you should complete your homework by evening. That is a command. You have to do it. Animal may come tonight. Likewise, it is also a possibility. It could happen or may not happen. So the detailed structure is subject, modal verb, main verb, followed by object placed with time. For further explanation, let's look at some examples to get familiarized with this structure. So the structure goes as subject, modal verb, plus the main verb and object plays with the time. I can play the piano. Here I is the subject, can modal verb. Play is the main verb. I could run fast when I was young. So here you're talking about an event which had happened in the past when you were young. And could is the modal verb used. She may come today. He might go to the gym today because he feels fresh. They should complete the assignment tomorrow before 5 p.m., which is a command. He must complete his target at the end of the month. The difference between should and must, both though they refer to commands, must usually has a consequence. Failing to do so, there will be a result, a punishment or a penalization or something negative could happen. You ought to clean up your room. I will treasure our friendship forever. Moving on to negative sentence. The structure would be subject plus modal verb plus not followed by the main verb. So negative sentences always we use not. I cannot come at 9 p.m. You should not help him in his homework. Nimal may not come tonight. You could also make use of contracted forms, which we have seen in our previous lessons. So it could be, I can't come at 9 p.m. You shouldn't help him in his homework. Nimal mayn't come tonight. The structure, subject, I repeat, structure, subject, modal verb, plus not, followed by the main verb, and object plays with time. Examples, I cannot play the piano. I could not run fast when I was young. She may not come today. He might not go to the gym today because he feels ill. We should not go out in the noon due to the warm weather. He must not complete his target. At the end of the month, you ought not to clean up your room. I will not treasure our friendship. So in negative sentences, modal verbs are followed by not, and then comes the main verb. Positive question structure. The questions will begin with the modal verb, followed by subject. The main verb comes at the end of the question. Could you come at 9 p.m.? Could is the modal verb. Subject you. Come is the main verb. Should I buy the groceries today? Should modal verb. I subject by main verb. Can Nima come home tonight? The examples for the positive questions are, can I borrow your phone? Could you open the door, please? Now here, if you notice, the second one is more courteous. It's more formal. Would you open the door, please? Would you like a cup of tea? May I come into the classroom now? Should you go to the office today? May she come today? Might he go to the gym today because he feels good? Should they complete the assignment tomorrow before 5 p.m.? Must he complete his target by the end of the month? Should you clean up your room? Will you remember our friendship? Moving on to negative questions. Similar to the positive questions, the form structure remains the same, except here for negative, we add a not. So it will be modal verb plus not, subject plus the main verb. And as we have discussed in our previous lessons, you make use of contracted forms while making negative questions. Can't you come at 9 p.m.? Shouldn't you complete your homework? Mayn't Rimal come tonight? The structure, I repeat, modal verb plus not plus subject followed by main verb with object, place, and time. Examples: can't I borrow your phone? Couldn't you go to the bank yesterday? Wouldn't you open the door, please? Wouldn't you like a cup of tea? Mayn't I come into the classroom now? Shouldn't you go to the office today? Mayn't she come today? So keep one thing in mind: for negative questions, we always make use of the contracted form. There are some more examples. Mightn't he go to the gym today because he feels ill? Shouldn't they complete the assignment tomorrow before 5? Mustn't he complete his target by the end of the month? Shouldn't you clean up your room? Won't you remember our friendship? So what we've learned in modal verbs has been summarized in this slide: the positive, negative sentences and positive, negative questions. So for a positive sentence in a modal verb, it will be subject, modal verb followed by the main verb. And negative sentence would be subject, modal verb plus not followed by the main verb. I can come at 9 p.m. I cannot come at 9 p.m. You should complete your homework. You shouldn't complete your homework. Nimal would come tonight. Nimal wouldn't come tonight. Likewise, positive and negative questions. The questions always begin with the modal verb, followed by the subject, and then comes the main verb. For a negative question, it will be modal verb plus not, subject, main verb. Can you come at 9 p.m.? Can't you come at 9 p.m.? Should you complete your homework? Shouldn't you complete your homework? Would Nimal come tonight? Wouldn't Nimal come tonight? And one thing to keep in mind: for negative questions, always use the contracted forms. Assessment and evaluation. Visit the given website www.iafque.org, or you could also visit saifoeccd.org and go through the lessons. If you like to, you can go through the same lesson either in Sinhala or in Tamil. And do not forget to do the assessments, because if you do them, you'll be able to qualify for the certificates. Go to the Speaking English lecture series and follow the guidance to complete the assessment process. And watch the next lesson to become fluent in English. Thank you for joining and have a pleasant day.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.